Before we dive into today's reflection, I just want to take a moment to thank you for your ongoing support and encouragement. Your presence means so much and it inspires me to keep creating content that resonates with all of us. As 2024 comes to a close, I find myself looking back. This year didn't turn out the way I imagined. It wasn't the easy path I had hoped for. Instead, it was full of unexpected challenges that tested my strength and resilience. Yet, within those struggles, I found valuable lessons. Ones I never expected, but ones I now hold close as sources of growth and understanding. It's been a journey of ups and downs, moments of doubt, and moments of discovery. In the end, it was about resilience and rediscovering who I am and what truly matters. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our year-end special podcast. As I take moment to reflect on my journey, I'm reminded of the many challenges and moments of growth I have experienced this year. Like so many of you, I have faced the unexpected, yet also found incredible opportunities for personal development. As we look toward the year ahead, I believe it's important to reflect not only on our wins, but also on our losses, because they all play a role in shaping who we are and who we'll become. Even though this isn't a regular episode, it feels like the right time to connect and share the story of this year with you all. Join me as I share this journey of reflection, the lessons I've learned, and the hope I'm carrying into 2025. Let's see how accepting our mistakes can help us find meaning in life, even when things are hard. Whether this is your first time tuning in or you've been with me from the start, I truly appreciate you being part of this journey. This year began with hope, excitement, and big dreams for what was to come. I hoped for a simple journey filled with success, but life took a different turn. The first quarter of the year felt like a test of my determination. Challenges began to surface that I wasn't prepared for, obstacles I never saw coming. At first, I tried to push through, telling myself that resilience would carry me through. But by the second quarter, everything had so carefully planned began to unravel. The weight of those challenges intensified as I watched my goals slip through my fingers, leaving me feeling lost and unsure of my ability to recover. It was a humbling experience, one that shook my confidence and made me question whether I could find my footing again. On top of these external setbacks, emotional struggles piled on. I found myself grappling with regrets over situations and decisions that were beyond my control. There were moments when I felt like I had given so much only to have things fall apart anyway. The pain of relationships that couldn't withstand the pressure of the year's challenges added another layer of grief. And I was left with the harsh reality that not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. I learned a difficult, painful truth. Not everyone you care for will stand by you when things get tough. Sometimes the people you trust most will turn away, and that can leave you feeling heartbroken and vulnerable. I also experienced the sting of misplaced trust in one sided connections, where my energy was drained without being replenished in return. It was a painful lesson that taught me the importance of protecting my energy and setting healthier boundaries. While I was going through a difficult time emotionally and personally, I discovered something powerful: the courage to accept help and lean on others. This wasn't an easy realization, as I had always prided myself on being self reliant. Accepting help felt like a weakness at first, but I soon learned that it wasn't. It was a lesson in vulnerability and trust. Through the support of a few true friends and family, I realized that strength doesn't come from bearing everything on your own. It comes from knowing when to reach out, when to allow others in, and how to accept love and support without guilt. This shift in perspective reshaped how I view both strength and support. I began to see that the ability to lean on others is not a sign of weakness. It's a courageous act of trust that can help you heal and grow. This year became a turning point for my personal growth in ways I didn't expect. I found myself rediscovering parts of myself that I had ignored or forgotten about for a long time. It was like meeting an old friend again. One of the most important moments came during one of my darkest times, when I reconnected with my passion for writing. It felt like a spark reignited inside me, and I realized how much I had missed it. Writing gave me an outlet to express my thoughts, my feelings, and my struggles in a way that nothing else could. It was like a breath of fresh air, something that gave me hope and reminded me of who I was before everything got tough. That simple act of writing led to something even bigger: a podcast. The podcast became a way for me to share my thoughts with the world and connect with others in ways I hadn't expected. Through each episode, I found that I was not only helping myself, but also creating space for others to reflect and grow. It became more than just a project. It became a way to connect, share, and heal. Alongside these creative outlets, I also focused on my personal development. I decided to invest in myself and my future by earning diplomas and certifications. It wasn't always easy, but I pushed myself to learn and grow. These achievements were not just about adding credentials, they were about proving to myself that I could keep moving forward even when things felt uncertain. During a particularly tough period, I also completed 4 ebooks. Looking back, that feels like one of my proudest accomplishments. Completing them while going through challenges reminded me of my resilience and creativity. It showed me that even when things feel overwhelming, I can still create and move forward. Through all of this, I learned an important lesson. It's okay to let go of things that no longer serve me, whether it was old habits, relationships, or mindsets. I learned to focus on what truly adds value to my life. I started to prioritize relationships that uplift me and that are built on mutual respect and support. Letting go of what was holding me back gave me the freedom to embrace new opportunities and new growth. This year was a journey of discovery, and it brought me some surprising lessons about myself and the people around me. It wasn't just about learning new things. It was about seeing the world in a different way. One of the most exciting parts of this journey was launching my podcast. It opened up new doors for me to express my thoughts and ideas, and through platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, and Substack, I was able to connect with people in ways I hadn't imagined. Each new platform gave me a fresh opportunity to share my voice and creativity. But it also helped me understand how important it is to connect with others in meaningful ways. One of the most beautiful things I discovered this year was the power of kindness. I saw kindness in so many unexpected places, in simple gestures from strangers, and casual acquaintances offering support when I needed it most, and even in a heartfelt message from someone I hadn't spoken to in years. These moments really touched me and reminded me of the goodness in people. They helped me restore my faith in humanity, which had been shaken by the challenges I faced earlier in the year. It was a reminder that despite everything, there is so much love and generosity in the world. Another discovery for me was learning to accept help. For a long time, I saw asking for help as a weakness. I thought it meant I wasn't strong enough to do things on my own. But over time, I came to realize that accepting help is actually a powerful act of courage and trust. It takes strength to admit when you need support and to lean on others. Through this, I learned that there's no shame in needing help, and it doesn't make you any less capable. This year also brought the loss of some relationships, and while it was painful, I also found myself celebrating the growth of new ones. I realized that sometimes people come into your life for a reason, and just as some relationships fade, new ones can blossom when you least expect it. Even in the hardest moments, I learned that there is beauty in the connections we make. Whether they are old or new, brief or long-lasting, these connections and the resilience we find in each other are like lifelines that pull us through tough times. As I look back on this year, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the people and moments that helped me get through it all. My children have been an unwavering anchors, always reminding me that no matter how tough things get, I am never truly alone. Their love and presence gave me strength when I thought I didn't have any left. They were a constant source of comfort and joy, and I am so thankful for them every single day. My brother's care was my strength during times of weakness, always offering unwavering support. Then there's my small circle of special friends. They offered me unwavering support, standing by me with kindness and encouragement every step of the way. Their presence reminded me that I'm not alone in this journey, and having them walk beside me made all the difference. These friendships have been a constant source of light and positivity, even during my darkest days. I'm also especially grateful for the unexpected kindness I received from strangers and casual acquaintances. It was amazing how people I didn't know well showed up in surprising ways, whether through a heartfelt message or a simple act of kindness. These moments of connection, though small, had a huge impact on me. They reminded me that there is goodness in people, even in a world that sometimes feels uncertain. These acts of kindness helped restore my faith in humanity and gave me a renewed sense of hope. Every single act of support, whether big or small, became a lifeline for me. They pulled me through the darkest moments and reminded me that even in tough times, there's always light to be found in others. I am inspired by how those around me showed up for me, and it's something I want to carry forward. This year has taught me to treasure the relationships that truly matter, the ones built on love, trust, and mutual support. It has also reminded me of the beauty in the simple yet powerful acts of kindness and love that shape our lives in ways we might not always realize. This year has taught me so much about the power of forgiveness and the peace that comes when we truly accept what we can change. Holding on to past hurt and resentment only kept me stuck. But learning to let go has been freeing. It has allowed me to heal and make room for new beginnings. And I have come to understand how important it is to give myself permission to move forward. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting or pretending the pain didn't happen. It means accepting what happened, learning from it, and making the choice to no longer let it control my future. When I stopped holding on to old grudges and regrets, I found peace. This peace didn't come all at once, but over time it grew. It's the kind of peace that allows you to let go of the weight you've been carrying so you can breathe easier and live more fully. I've also realized that understanding and compassion can do so much to heal wounds and rebuild connections, even the ones that seem too broken to fix. It's not always easy, but when we approach others with an open heart, we often find that there's room for reconciliation. Whether it's with family, friends, or even with myself, I've learned that compassion and a willingness to understand can bridge even the widest gaps. Now, with all that I've learned, I'm ready to embrace the beauty of moving forward. Moving forward with grace means accepting what comes my way, even if it's difficult, and trusting that it's all part of my journey. It means staying open to new possibilities, new relationships, and new experiences without being weighed down by the past. I have discovered that every new step, no matter how small, is part of a bigger picture. A picture I'm creating with every choice I make. I'm excited for what lies ahead, knowing that moving forward with grace and an open heart is the best way to truly live. As I close the chapter in 2024, I do so with a heart full of gratitude and resilience. This year was anything but easy. It tested me in ways I never expected. Yet, within those struggles, I uncovered strengths I didn't know I had. Passions I thought were lost were rekindled. Dreams I had set aside were ignited. And I found new pathways for growth and self-expression. Each small step forward became a powerful reminder of what perseverance and self-belief can achieve. What stands out most about this year is the incredible importance of a strong support system. My family and a small circle of true friends have been my guiding light in dark times. Their love, kindness, and unwavering support, even in the smallest gestures, showed me the healing power of connection. To them, and to everyone who has stood by me on this journey, I am endlessly grateful. I also want to take this moment to apologize to anyone I may have hurt or wronged this year. If I have caused you pain, overlooked your feelings, or failed you in any way, I am truly sorry. My mistakes have taught me the importance of being more careful, thoughtful, understanding, patient, and kind. I deeply regret any pain I may have caused and sincerely hope for forgiveness. Let us all commit to growing, learning, and becoming better every day. To anyone who feels like they've lost their way, I want to say this. It's never too late to start again. Life's hardest seasons may feel overwhelming, but they often uncover strength and resilience we didn't know we had. Even in the darkest moments, there is always a spark of hope, quiet, steady, and waiting for the right moment to reignite. This year has also taught me a profound truth. Real strength doesn't come from facing everything alone. It comes from trusting God, leaning on faith, and believing that there's a plan even when we can't see it clearly. Prayer became my anchor, a source of courage to move forward and peace to release what I couldn't control. Every challenge, every small victory, and every moment of growth has shaped me into who I am today. These experiences are gifts that I carry with me into the future, serving as stepping stones for 2025, a year I'm ready to embrace with purpose and intention. As part of welcoming 2025, I'm happy to share a special episode of my podcast on January 1st. This episode will dive into life's purpose, what drives us, how we find meaning in the everyday, and how our purpose isn't something we merely discover. It's something we create through our choices, actions, and intentions. I can't think of a better way to begin the new year than reflecting on how we can live intentionally and with purpose, no matter where we are in life. As we prepare for the excitement and possibilities of 2025, let's take a moment to pause and reflect on the invaluable lessons 2024 has taught us. They form the foundation for what comes next, helping us move forward stronger, wiser, and more determined. Here's to a new year filled with hope, meaningful growth, and countless opportunities waiting to be embraced. May 2025 bring fresh beginnings, brighter days, and the realization of everything you're working toward. Thank you for being part of my story. Let's continue this journey together one step at a time. Wishing you a wonderful year ahead. Take care and Happy New Year to you and your family. Hello everyone. I want to take a moment to talk about giving back and supporting those who need our help. Some incredible foundations are doing amazing work, and I hope we can all come together to support them. Here are the three foundations and the wonderful work they do. For Bahay Aruga, this is a free halfway houses for children with cancer who need a safe place to stay while getting treatment in Manila. So you can reach out to Bahay Aruga directly by sending them a message or visiting their Facebook page for more information. Our second is Cribs Foundation. So they care for abandoned and neglected children, giving them love, support, and a chance at a better life. Direct donations can be made through their channels. And last but not the least, Kawa Pilipinas. This initiative helps provide resources and training to empower communities and create lasting change across the Philippines. Support their work by donating through their channels. Every little bit helps and can make a big difference in someone's life. Let's work together to spread hope and kindness. Please note that this is a heartfelt message and I am not being paid or sponsored by these foundations. I simply want to encourage everyone to support their amazing work. Thank you and take care.